So if I had to describe this update in one word,
I'm gonna have to say...
What's going on, guys? It's Sensei Adam, and welcome back to another Brawl Stars video. And if I actually had to describe the Brawl Talk in one word, it would have to be kind of disappointing. And I'm not the only one that thinks that. If you guys go ahead and check the Reddit, oh my, there's so many angry comments there. Even the post for the Brawl Talk has negative karma. I've never seen that. Every previous Brawl Talk had 300 plus upvotes, probably like a 90% approval rating. This one has 44%. So you guys can tell the community does not like these changes. But so, what did we get in these changes? Well, we only got two major changes, which was the game is now moving from portrait mode to landscape. And the second one is they completely changed again the upgrade system, which I don't know why they did it. And then they did a lot of other minor changes and one big one if you're a tap player, but we're gonna get to it a little bit later in the video. So let's just get started reviewing everything that happened in this Brawl Talk. First thing, the whole game is changing from landscape to portrait mode. And in my opinion, I really don't like that change. And I know the other YouTubers, Lex and Corey, they said they liked it, but I don't know if that was because they were like contractually obligated to say it or something, but I'm not under that contract. So I'm just gonna say out my opinion on this subject. And like I said, I do not like this. And the reason for that is it just changes the game way too much. You've already been in beta for about 8 months, and now you're gonna completely change the way that it's played. I don't know. A lot of people are not happy about this change. But here's mechanically why I don't think this change is going to work out. If you guys took the time to look at the gameplay that they posted on the Brawl Talk, you might see some problems that I noticed right away. First is the sides of the screen. I think there's about 30% of the screen, 15% on one side and 15% on the other, that's a dead spot. Basically just the side of the map that's a wall that you can't do anything about it. And that's really annoying. Right now, you don't see any of that dead spot. So if you guys actually think about it, in theory, they actually reduce the total play size, since like 30% of the screen is just going to be those walls that you actually can't go to or even shoot at it. So it's really annoying that they actually did that. Second thing, and I don't know if you guys caught this, but when they were using Colt and they showed his range in contrast to like the background, it just seemed like his range already touched the edge of the map. And think about it. If you place Colt's range now, it's so short that it just covers like halfway towards the top of your screen currently. So if you guys play a brawler like Piper, Brock, or Rico, and you're trying to shoot vertically, probably like 25% of their remaining attack is going to go off screen. So they're going to have an even harder time shooting, and I don't think that's good for new players. I know they did this change like for the new players, but I don't see it. I just think it's going to make it like less enticing for new players to stick around in the long run. Third thing, I just feel like this game was built to be playing in portrait mode, because all of the maps except for showdown maps are vertical, and most iPhones and Android phones are vertical themselves. So I just feel like it's a lot better to be playing vertical since the maps are also in a vertical position. I don't know, that's just my opinion though. Last thing, and this one is kind of a big one like a lot of people on Reddit have been saying, is that when you switch the game to horizontal or landscape, it just feels like it's a lot more of a hardcore game rather than a casual game. And I know that they're focusing more on the casual crowd instead. Like a lot of people said, the draw to the game is that you can just go ahead, pick up your phone right here, like while you're checking your messages or something, and just open up Brawl Stars, see what's going on, and just leave. But if you have to go ahead and flip to horizontal, it feels like it's more of a hardcore game, and you're gonna go ahead and invest a lot more time into it. And I know the hardcore gamers like that, but all the casual gamers that just want to play for like 15 minutes, just have some fun, I'm pretty sure they're gonna like the portrait mode a lot better than the landscape mode. And the second thing that they changed a lot too, which I'm also really disappointed that they did it, is that they changed the whole upgrading system all over again. And this time they made it like Clash Royale, which was basically that you need a currency for your brawler in order to upgrade with another currency. So in Clash Royale's case, you need cards for that brawler and you upgrade it with gold. Now you need to get specific power-ups for every brawler and then you upgrade them with gold. And it goes all the way up to level 10. And the reason why I'm not a huge fan of this is that you can no longer customly upgrade your brawler. So let's say you like Nita and you like her damage instead of upgrading her super. Well, you have the choice. You're free to go ahead and upgrade that brawler. And I think that really strikes the casual players because they have a lot more control over their brawlers. Let's say a brawler like Piper. Her super is pretty bad, so you really don't want to upgrade her super right now. But now you're forced to upgrade her super with every upgrade tree instead of having to, like, you can customize yourself if you want to go and upgrade her damage, because that's really what you want to focus on, because she's all about the damage. Now you have to spend a lot more time and a lot more money if you're inclined to in order to get that damage all the way up. But in my opinion, guys, this move was kind of more like a cash grab instead of actually helping the game. Because if you think about it, in the future they could just go ahead and add more levels to the game, make like the gap between free to play and pay to win a lot bigger. And then what they also added, you can buy power points from the shop. You could also just before buy like boxes from the shop, but now you can just directly buy those power points in order to upgrade your brawler from the shop. So it's kind of even more pay to win, and it's going to incline people to spend more money on the game to get their brawler all the way up. So yeah, not a huge fan of this change. I don't know what they were thinking, because the customization was a lot better than Clash Royale system. So I don't know if they needed more monetization or something, but not a huge fan. So if you guys are interested in how they're going to convert from the current pin power to the levels, here you guys go. They posted on the Reddit how it's going to work. So like level 1 is 0 power, level 2 is like 1 to 2 power, and then it goes so on all the way up to level 10. And also what I forgot to mention is that you're also going to be able to buy star powers from the shop, and they're going to appear very often. So if you're at level 9 and you feel like you want to spend some money to get those star powers and get even a bigger advantage, you guys can go ahead and just buy it from the shop. And of course, what I forgot to mention, the third biggest change, and I don't know if they mentioned this specifically on the Brawl Talk, they showed a gameplay of it, but they didn't like specifically dive into it. And that is like the change mechanic, and now we have 2 joysticks instead of just 1. So like the actual movement and shooting mechanics. And again, I'm not a big fan of this change. It just feels like it removes a lot more accuracy from like how you used to play. Before you could actually click on where you wanted to shoot, now you can't really do that. There's no more tap to shoot. And I wish they just left it as an option, like if people wanted to go and put it in the options that they could use the 2 joystick or the 1 joystick plus the tap to shoot, I would be a bigger fan of that. So basically now you have like a moving joystick and also like a shooting joystick. So instead of like clicking where you're going to attack, you're going to go ahead and just like rotate exactly on the little joystick where exactly you want to click. And in my opinion, that just removes a lot of the accuracy of it. So like if you move just a little bit, it can go in a whole different direction. So imagine you're playing Piper or some long range like that, where all of like the different, just a tiny little bit of an angle can mean like you hit or you miss all the way up. So I feel like though that joystick is not a good change. If they really wanted to add that for new players, maybe add it, but also leave an option, maybe like in the tutorial, that you can like change it so you have your favorite settings on. And lastly, something that all of you guys that use tap are not gonna like and are probably gonna be furious about, they completely removed tap to move. I don't know why, just because it's not as popular as joystick, they completely removed it out of the game. Gone. There's nowhere to be found. So yeah, everybody, I don't know what percentage of people play using tap to move, but now it's gone, so you have to get used to joystick. So yeah, I don't really know why they did that. But also guys, here's a few more small details that they didn't exactly put on the Brawl Talk. So, a few new features that they're gonna add is that there will finally be iPhone X support. So for all of you that have been complaining about that, there will be iPhone X support. They added voice acting for Crow. So only 1 voice acting. I was expecting like 3. So yeah. All coin boosters will be removed. So rip all my coin boosters. I think I still had like 70 days. And you'll get 4 gems for every day that you have a coin booster. And then now, instead of giving coins for the events, you'll now be rewarded keys. And the average of that is 57 keys per day. So no more coins, it's gonna be keys. So a few more changes that I found on the Reddit that you actually have to dive deep into their comments. That some of the future balance changes are that they're gonna buff Pam good because she really needed a buff, and that they're gonna nerf El Primo. I don't know why, he seemed kind of balanced in the current meta. So yeah guys, that's basically it for the update, but a few things that they did say that they want to add in the future, and I actually thought they were going to add on this update, but I don't know why, is that they wanted to add replays, of course, spectating, good, improve the ladder, yes, that's definitely a priority because at the top, it just feels like there's not that much to do. Tournaments and esports, yes, I believe this game is really built for esports and tournaments. And then a few more things they built on is that they do not want to add like an achievement system that feels way too grindy. And I get why they don't, because they want to make the game feel more casual to like the player not have to play a lot in order to get like a 10,000 kill Shelly award. But I don't know why if they change it to landscape, that's more hardcore instead of the actual portrait mode. So if they want to like go for a more hardcore crowd, an esport crowd, they should just make like more grindy achievements that you get a bigger reward for if they want to do that. So guys, that's it for this Brawl Talk. And as I've been saying throughout this entire video, I really think Supercell kind of dropped the ball on this Brawl Talk. Like, it's been 3.5 months and all we get is 3 things that nobody asked for. While last update we got a new brawler, a lot of change that people asked for, a whole new layout, and it just felt like the game became fresh again and it brought back new players. Well, now I feel like a lot of my friends on Discord are saying that they're gonna leave Brawl Stars for good because it just feels like they added nothing and they haven't even listened to the community, while adding a lot of unnecessary changes that don't even help the game. It might even hurt the game in the long run because it just feels like the game wasn't built to be played in the direction that they're headed to. So yeah guys, that's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Just leave your opinions down in the comment. I always try to read all of your comments and reply to them with your opinion, so go ahead, leave it down in the comments below. But guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more daily Brawl Stars videos. But I'll see you guys next time. Peace!